Good morning, everyone. Nice to have you back today on my channel. We are still surviving Fibro and RA through projects of crochet and other activities that we have found. I don't know if you noticed, but behind me on the wall above me is there's several different weird looking pictures. Those are some acrylic pours I tried last year, and my grandkids did some, and it was quite fun. We enjoyed being able to do things that didn't have to be just accurate. But we were amazed at how they would turn out with the different colors and the different air bubbles in them and things like that. So that was one of the things I've done during this time of not being able to work and not being able to do the things I love. It was fun. I enjoyed that, and I've made jewelry and done things like that. But now I just really want to talk to you about crocheting today and how sometimes it gets frustrating. I realized last night that one of the patterns I was using for my Afghan wasn't the pattern that I was supposed to be using, because all that yarn was sent to me to do a pattern called Shells and Lace. It's supposedly an easy pattern, and I was sitting in the living room a while ago trying to do it, but I noticed the light wasn't bright enough where I was sitting, and I couldn't see my stitches, and I couldn't figure out where what went where and everything else, and it becomes frustrating. And I understand that most of life becomes frustrating at some point. Relationships, work, home life, just health issues, not maybe of just ourselves, but of others. The Afghan that I was working on required that I use a small 5mm hook, and I couldn't find any of mine with the ergonomic handles on them, so that they weren't really super tiny. And I was using that, and this finger got so bad, and it's still throbbing. It doesn't like me holding that little tiny metal crochet hook. So I'm not going to do that one anymore with that. When I do it again, I'm going to make sure I have plenty of light, that I'm not as tired as I am today, and that the crochet hook is a little larger, so my hands don't hurt, so I can enjoy the experience instead of being frustrated with it. This is the Afghan that I was supposed to have been making right there. It's beautiful, and I have all the yarn for it and the whole 9 yards, but right now the size of the hook just in my vision was just not good enough to do that. But I'm working on some other things. Yesterday I put a book on my Amazon Kindle to do, and I have got a big brown hat-like thing right here, but it's going to be a dog. This is the head of the dog. It's going to be 8 inches by 12 inches, something like that. And it teaches you how to crochet the single crochets. That's all this is. The single crochets increases, and then you decrease to go back down for the neck, so it tightens up. And I have old pillow that has the polyester in it to stuff it. So I'm going to use that on my dog, and I'm going to see how it works. This book I got has animals that you can create from A to Z, from alligator to zebra. So I can't wait to try some of the other patterns. I just wanted to do something different, something fun, something that when I finish it, one of my grandkids will go, "Wow, Grandma, did you really do that?" "Yeah, I did. Look here." "What is it?" And then I'm going to have fun trying to explain that to them. "I thought it was a dog." I said, "Oh, okay," because my monkey didn't look like a monkey. But they kind of went along with me. They're pretty good to be kind, to Grandma and stuff. And then I also had some beautiful yarn, a cake. Oh, I have 3 cakes of these, and I've used quite a bit of it. It's very pretty. It came in a mystery bag a month or 2 ago now, and I decided, to work it up into another prayer shawl. And these were the first colors that it offered. It had on it the yellow, dark yellow, and then light yellow, and then the light greens and the darker greens, and this is going to go on into pink and everything else. And I think it's very soft. It's a very small, lightweight yarn. maybe even less than a 3, because to me, it's not the size of almost a thread, but it hasn't split. It hasn't come apart. I think it looks very pretty and it's very soft. So actually, I think it's going to turn out to be a beautiful, beautiful prayer shawl. I already know who I'm going to give it to, and bless them. I just hope that I can finish it in time to take it to them. I also got out some of my yarn I know I'd shown you not too long ago. This yarn is Hawaii yarn. It's premium acrylic, 100% acrylic, and it's made in Denmark. This is color 11. It can be washed and dried. It is 50 grams or 145 meters. It's a fine, I don't know if I would call it, I think this is more like a number 3 light yarn, but it's got some beautiful colors in it. And I was wondering how that would work up into the pattern that I did my bags out of, and my son's, see, there's the center, my son's Afghan that I'm going to give him when he gets out of the military. I wonder if that, because it's soft, I wonder how that would work up into one of those if I was careful and used the white for the center, and then went from there to the other colors, and wherever I found the white to stop. I have several rolls of this, and it wouldn't have to be a big blanket. It might be just something small, but I'm hoping that it will work really well. This is really soft for an acrylic. This is an amazing soft acrylic. So I'm going to try that again because I enjoyed that pattern. Friend was here the other night, and we were working on the pattern, and it's something that she has learned from watching my stitches and things like that, and she comes by once or twice every so often so we can crochet together and talk and make some different things. And I have a surprise for her when she comes, hopefully sometime this week. But anyway, I just wanted you to know that I'm working on some things. I had hoped and prayed today that I would be able to get my camera to download and work on my computer. But it doesn't seem to want to connect to this computer, and I've tried everything I can think of. I'm going to try again tonight and see if I can figure it out. We've tried movie camera, and now I'm trying my regular camera that has video on it to see if I can get something to work and to download on this. And if I can finally get it to work, I have some samples of single crochet, of double crochet. So you can learn to chain, to do single crochets, which are, I don't have thing. Oh, this is all single crochet. Very little stitches, see there? And then you can learn to double crochet. And there are patterns that are made for people who are just learning how to crochet, who need easy patterns that only single or double crochet. And I would like to introduce you to those so that you can try this. This has become, for me, frustrating at times because I want to do a good job, but it's also become a way of surviving, like I've told you. It gives me a reason to get up in the morning because I want to see what I can do. I don't want to just be inactive and everything. I don't enjoy reading like I used to, which is kind of sad because I could read bunches of books in a hurry, but it's just not enjoyable right now. So I'm doing nothing but crocheting. I made some stitch markers for myself last night. They turned out okay. I'm going to see this week if they're too large or if they're too small or what I would like to do differently. But they're made of wooden beads, and they're I think, very pretty. So I enjoyed doing that last night. I want to share with you something that I was reading. I know I've told you that I'm not here to make you have faith. That's not what this channel is about. It's sharing my faith right now. But I want to let you hear this. This is from Nahum, chapter 1, verse 7 in the Old Testament. The Lord is good, a refuge in times of trouble. He cares for those who trust in him. Well, we need a lot of care right now, don't we? There are times when there isn't anybody else there to care. Nothing works. Excuse me, I need to get a drink. My throat is very dry again today. And that's due to medications, but it happens. So, I thought, yeah, who do we trust in? There are times that my family can't be here. There are times that I don't want to be out with anybody. I want to just be left alone. But then I also had to realize that being alone doesn't mean completely no one, nothing is watching over you. I do believe that when times are hard and even when times are good, that the Lord is watching over me. Whatever name you call him, Elohim, Jehovah, Jesus, God Almighty, Lord, whatever. And if you don't have a God that you believe in, that's okay. I think you just need to know that there's something big, like I told you yesterday, something bigger than us out there. And hopefully today, the sun is shining here, but tomorrow it's going to be cold and rain. And then by the end of this week, it's supposed to be warmer, but then rain again on Monday and Tuesday. So we're doing like you are, but I'm praying for all of you that are in that middle of that winter storm. There's some of you from Nebraska and Iowa over to Chicago and into Michigan that are going to be getting up to 6 inches of snow today through a storm. It'll then bring rain and winds and everything into the other northeastern states along with the Carolinas. So please be safe. Take a moment to watch a snowflake. None of them are alike. And none of us are alike. But we can still understand what some go through. If that's our gift in life, to me, it's a gift because I can tell you that I know, and I really do know what it's like. I understand what this feels like to live with this every day, from the time you're young until you're very old. Know that, again, I'm praying. I believe that there is something better for all of us in just communicating with one another. So please subscribe to my channel. Please hit the bell that's beside the red subscription tab. It will tell you, it doesn't call you, it doesn't ring a bell. It just shows up on your tablet or on your computer or on your phone that I have put a video out. So I would love it if you would please do that. And below all the subscription and the likes and dislikes and all that stuff that's right underneath the picture, there's a comment section. And I'd love it if you'd leave me a comment. I know I'm not really good at this yet, but I'm hoping, praying, believing that I can get better, that I can bring something to your life that makes watching this worthwhile. I got excited last night because a friend that I haven't seen in years, that was my dear friend from the first grade on, she was the sweetest kid I knew. I mean, anywhere this young lady went, any place I ever saw her as I was growing up, she was so kind. Her parents were that way. That's how her sisters were. They raised them to be not God-fearing, but to learn how to love others the way God loved them. And it's really neat. And Kathy has no idea how much that meant to me to see that she had friended me, because I thought about her a lot. So I'm looking forward to having some comments and some different things even from her maybe. But it was so exciting because, like I said, I haven't seen her in probably 36 years. Yeah, that's a long time. But she and her husband are in ministry, and my husband and I were in ministry here, so we have a lot of similarities going on with our lives. So just be blessed today. I really hope you can smile just for that little second. Laugh at me if you have to, that's fine. When I lick my teeth, when I swallow funny, when my mouth doesn't look right, when I close my eyes when I'm talking, whatever. I've been laughed at before. I just want you to have a great day, to know that someone cares, that you are worth the time and the effort. You are special. And I don't mean that in a way of, oh my goodness, because you can't do anything, you're special. You're special because you're you. You're special because every day you live with these illnesses and you still go on. So smile, call someone, text someone, give someone else a chance to smile this week or today. You'd be amazed how many people and friends would love to just have a message from you, because it would make their day because they haven't talked to you in a while or haven't heard from you in a very long time. Try that one too. I'll see you again, hopefully. Good Lord willing, and the creek don't rise, as my mama used to say. Hopefully, I'll see you again tomorrow. Be blessed. Bye.